Hey my Jenna peeps, I am doing a video about Samhain, which is this week. Very excited. Samhain is, a holiday for those of you who aren't Wiccan or pagan that are watching, although I'm assuming most of you are at least aware of things if you're watching my channel. But it is one of the 8 Sabbats of the year that those who are Wiccan and pagan celebrate. And so it is what is considered the end of the year and the beginning of the new year in the old yearly cycle. So it has been long associated with death, and the reason for that is this is time of year obviously when things are dying, plant life is dying away. It's also the hunting season, and it was the season as well in our ancestors' agricultural cycle where they would start to cull and kill the farm animals for meat for the winter. So that's one of the reasons that it has that association with death. Also, it's getting darker at this time of year, and it was believed that at this time the veil between the worlds, between the living and the dead, was thinner, and that it was easier to contact the dead at this time of year. So this time of year, I celebrate both the secular Halloween and Samhain. I actually prefer when Halloween is on a weekday as opposed to a weekend, because then I can do my religious stuff on the actual day, and then on the weekend do like the party Halloween kind of stuff. So this year it's on a Saturday, so I'm probably gonna end up staying home, but we shall see what happens. So I'm doing this video about my Samhain traditions, my Halloween traditions. My Halloween traditions have really changed over the past couple of years. It used to be that I would get together with my friends. I was in like a coven, and what we would usually do is one of my friends had a little girl, and well, she still has a little girl, but she's a big girl now. And she would take her out trick-or-treating. We would give out candy, and then she would come home, and when she went to bed we would do ritual, and we would do readings for the year, and that's what we do every year. However, kids grow up, they get older, and also life changes, people move, people, get in relationships. I have, little stepkids now. So like things change, and so we don't do that anymore. We're all still friends and everything, like nothing weird, but life changes and stuff. So I am, trying to kind of figure out what my new kind of traditions are. So I recently purchased this book. It's Samhain Sabbat Essentials. This one just kind of gets some ideas and things for the Sabbath celebration. So this is kind of a neat little book. It's not like it's a pretty easy read. It's not like, super hard read or anything like that. But it's got like some ideas for like recipes and different prayers and things and different rituals. So there was a ritual that me and my coven sisters always did, but I think I'll have to, do something new this year. That's for sure. And then another book I've had it for quite a while, which has some good ideas for Halloween and Samhain, is this one, Halloween by Silver Ravenwolf. There was a whole, I think, series of every Sabbath with this one, but I just have the Halloween one. Again, it's got some great little crafts and things. There's a thing about runes there. Let's see, what else do we have? Cauldron Wake, Gift for the Dead, Spirit Rattle, Spirit Bowls, all sorts of really just great ideas, recipes. There's some pumpkin pie. And then about divination, which is another really great activity at this time of year. In fact, me and my coven sisters used to get together and do, I pull this out once a year. It is the Enchanted Spell Board. It's a spirit board, much like a Ouija board, although people are afraid of Ouija boards. But this one is a lot more positive looking and doesn't have that negative association. So it comes in a box. Open it up. There's a little guidebook here. Tells you how to do it and tells you what the little symbols around the board mean. This is the planchette that people put their fingers on. It's just like a little round clear thing. It also came with a bracelet. It says Enchanted with black and green beads. I'm not sure if these are actual jade or anything like that, but that's what it came with. And then the board itself, I'll show you. I'm dropping things off my lap again as per normal. Okay. Opens up like your typical game board. And that is what it looks like there. So it's got lots of symbols there on it. In the middle it has different sort of, I guess, muses. There's like communication, love, courage, wellness, creativity, abundance. There's different trees with their symbols, like the sacred trees of the Druid sort of year cycle. And then we've got past, present, future, day, night, unknown, near, far. We've got the signs of the zodiac all around the board here. And then we've got question, yes, maybe, no, with these butterflies here. So as you can see, it looks a lot more positive than your regular kind of Ouija board. But essentially, it works the same. We always use it in a cast circle, so we're very protected. And we just kind of see what comes up, and it's always great fun, and we've even got like really great answers and really great experiences with it. Like I said, celebrating this year on my own. I have been doing that for the past couple of years, and I'm still kind of trying to work out exactly what I'm doing, but I also have like I keep an altar to ancestors regularly, but you know, this time of year obviously it becomes, you know, more important. And then also what I like to do that weekend as well is one of my brothers passed away back in 2009, is go, you know, visit his grave and just say hello. I mean, I know he's not really there. I can talk to him anytime, but it's still nice to go and, you know, say hi kind of thing. So that's what I do for Samhain, or at least part of it. I think, like I said, this year I'm going to give out candy. I'm going to have fun with the kids. And I'll probably do just a little private ritual to honor, you know, my my god and goddess and my ancestors, and just kind of acknowledge the season. And I'll probably do some card reading as well, because it's a really great night for divination. I mean, I read cards kind of regularly anyway, but I really like to get out my runes for some reason at this time of year. I just find that they resonate with that a lot at this time. So that's what I plan to do. I would love to hear what your plans are for Halloween Samhain. Put below, like and subscribe, and I'll talk to you all next time. Bye. Before I go, I thought I would show you my ancestor altar, which I keep regularly, but you know, this time of year obviously it becomes a lot more important. So over here I have, there's a statue, I don't know if you can see here, to Kali, and there's her candle there. I also have this black skull that I got that my partner brought me back from Mexico, which I love, which just kind of to me symbolizes, you know, life and death and all that kind of stuff, and mortality. These are two toys from my rabbit and my guinea pig that passed away a couple of years ago. Here's a picture of my brother Jamie, which I mentioned, and he really loved cars, so there's like a toy car in front of there. As well, I have my bowl of crystals here. I have like a little incense burner here, and then there's a teacup and a bell from my mom. My mom is still alive, but she brought them back from England, and you know, my ancestry, you know, half of my ancestry is from there, so for me I feel like it represents England. I also have a spoon here, if I can pick it up, that my grandma sent. She used to send us spoons all the time from the Isle of Wight, which is where she lived. And then there's Anubis here with his candle, and then a very dear friend of mine, Rochelle, brought me this offering bowl very recently as sort of like a birthday present, which I just love. It has a very Grecian look to me, and I love having that around. And then over here, move the candle out of the way, I have a porcelain bunny from my former mother-in-law who passed away several years ago, and it just kind of makes me think of her, and also kind of has that symbol of, you know, rabbits are for fertility, so it kind of balances out like the skull on one side and then fertility and life on the other. So that is my ancestor altar.